Welcome to episode 48. It's been 2 years since I spoke to this legend, Aden. So he's been through a lot with meningitis, which we'll touch on later, and aspires to be a pilot one day, and I'm sure he will. So great to have you on. How's it going, mate? Been a while.
Thank you for having me on. I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, I'm not too bad. Obviously we're all in lockdown, but nah, it's really good catching up for a chat on a potty. So we might get started on the first topic, as always, called hypotheticals. So, Aden, if you could fly for one airline, who would that be and why?
That will have to be maybe the airline that I'm planning to work for, Royal Brunei.
Yeah. And can you tell us more about like Royal Brunei, like the stuff they do?
It's a country in Southeast Asia, and it's next to Malaysia and Indonesia. And they're
Yeah.
a small airline that not a lot of people know about.
No, that's really good because like they're smaller airlines, so I know you've met a few people or pilots from there, so it's good like making connections and maybe one day you could be there.
Yeah.
Has any of the pilots taught you a few lessons and tricks for the future?
A few years ago, I was at the airport and I was walking by. I saw this Sri Lankan Airlines pilot. I walked past him. He gave me a smile. I went up to him and said, "Hello, I want to be a pilot." And then he's like, "You should, bro. You should." Such a nice guy.
Oh, that's really good. And following on from that, like, what are your aspirations in terms of like being a pilot? Like, maybe do you want to tell the viewers about the courses you can take to get into that position? Maybe.
Or like, there's different levels of being a pilot. Like for private pilots, like you know, Mr. Dalfona is a teacher.
Yeah, yeah. Still teachers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He has his private pilot license, which you can fly anywhere with passengers, with family and friends.
Wow, that's
But
crazy.
it's more of like the smaller planes with the single propeller at the front.
Yeah, yeah. Like it's more commercial, yeah, or
Oh no, it's
just
not
for like
commercial.
family and all that. Sorry, yeah, my bad.
It, it's not commercial. It's like private pilot.
Yeah.
You only fly the plane, and how do I say this? The pilot, you only fly the plane, and you can fly anywhere around the world, but it has to be smaller airports. You can't fly to like big airports like Melbourne or Dubai.
Oh, that makes sense because they're owned by like proprietary like companies and all that. No, that makes total
But
sense.
not really. They're kind of like the first step to be getting your pilot's license.
Oh, I thought it was just like a separate entity in itself. Do you want to explain
Uh,
further?
and then the next
Yeah, like the next
rating
steps. Yeah.
is instrument rating, which that means you get to fly in the clouds. You
Wow.
can fly above clouds.
Yeah.
And
And
then
how long would that take?
commercial, I have no idea. I haven't checked. Probably 6 months.
6 months. Wow, not too long. Yeah. And what was the next one? Sorry.
Commercial pilot's license,
Yeah.
which you can fly higher. You can fly like I think private jets.
Yeah, that's some serious stuff, Aiden.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd take a few years, I'd imagine, maybe 3 to 5
Uh,
years or more.
it, it takes only 18 months.
Really?
Yeah, from knowing nothing about flying to legit flying a plane.
Oh, that's crazy, mate. I thought like you had to take like courses that would go for like 5 to 10 years, but
Mm,
really, 18 months. That's
18 months to two
that's pretty
years.
fast. Yeah. No, that's amazing. So once you like hit 18, you should give that a go, Aiden, for sure, because it's not as
Yeah.
long as I thought. So, no, it's really
Yeah.
good.
And there's airline transport pilot license, which means you can fly for airlines like big airlines like
Like Qantas
Emirates.
and all that.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, that's really good. And can you talk me through like you've obviously checked out mission control and all that and how the cockpit and stuff works. So do you want to
yeah.
talk to the viewers about that?
Or the cockpit like the flight simulator,
Yeah.
or like you fly around in a plane like an actual cockpit. You go inside like a cockpit of a plane.
Yeah.
You can fly to any airport, and the instructor, the person who flies with you, like your co-pilot,
Yeah.
he he tells you what to do and where to land. He gives you directions.
Oh, it's really
And
good. And yeah, keep going.
for me, I actually get distracted because pilots, you cannot talk, you cannot get distracted below 10,000 feet. That's the area where you have to stay focused.
Yeah. What if you're
To
above that? Can you talk and all that?
yes, you can have conversations.
Hmm. That's really interesting. Um. Yeah, well, that's about it for planes, I reckon. But we'll touch on because I haven't spoken to you in a while, about 2 years. But like, how have you been? And what do you do now in terms of like schooling? How's lockdown been for you and your family?
Well, the lockdown is kind of okay, but I still feel like it's stupid because, firstly, you know how in New Zealand they
Yeah,
completely shut the borders. They shut the borders as soon as they heard coronavirus.
yeah, pretty much. But that's what New Zealand
And
do all the time.
yeah, and in Taiwan, they shut it down when they're right next to China.
That's really smart. We should have done that when we're right next to Sydney.
Yeah,
Yeah, and what
but
about schooling, mate? You've been
still,
doing other stuff. How's that going?
it's going pretty good. I have a lot of friends that make me happy and teachers that
Oh,
I
that's
really
really good,
enjoy.
mate. It's amazing to hear. And how, what's it like having like a big family and with lockdown? Are you guys like enjoying that or how's that
Yeah,
going?
we're getting along.
That's really good. Because you know most like families struggle to get along during lockdown because everyone's like all together 24 hours. You know, so
Yeah,
it's really good to hear.
but
And just yeah, oh, yeah, you go.
oh, me and my family play this game called Mafia. Have you heard of it?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, I've played it before. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. How's that? Pretty funny.
it's going it's going really well.
Yeah, people tell lies.
Yeah, all the time.
All the time, yeah. No, I'm like always the one lying to people, and people think
Yeah,
I'm the one telling the truth because I usually, tell the truth. But it's pretty funny after, you lie a bit and people get angry. So
yeah, they kind of shit.
yeah. And you kind of have to, Aiden, as you know, work in teams and all that. Because if you try
Yeah,
and go lone wolf style, you're not going to get anywhere in Mafia. So yeah,
yeah.
that's really good. And just quickly, do you want to talk about obviously I know you through Mac. Most people I've had are from Mac. So like what are your memories at Mac? Your favorite memories and like you want to talk us through your handshake as well, starting off with your memory?
Well, I can talk about my handshake because
Yeah, go
I
for
will
it.
talk about my handshake starting off. But I had a lot of handshakes with people. I
Yeah,
still
we had one as
remember a
well.
few. I remember our one.
Oh, it was like a fist pump and then
It was like
and then the
this,
slap.
this, this, this,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
that.
Oh, it's amazing, mate. Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll have to do that when lockdown's over, catch up.
yeah. Because I heard the Pfizer vaccine,
Yeah.
people who are kids that are over 12 can get it.
Oh well, I don't know if I want to get the vaccine just yet, but hopefully
Yeah,
down the line. It's risky.
yeah, because I know it's really risky. Because a lady actually died from a blood clot.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like the amount of cases with like the clotting and all that. Mostly good,
Yeah,
but yeah, it's not good in some cases.
and
Yeah.
look at America. They have like so many people. They're getting
Oh,
vaccines that quick.
that is true though, Aiden. Even though they have so many cases, they've got so many vaccines. And they're doing it a lot better than here in terms of treating it. They don't even need a lockdown anymore. I think in some areas. So that's really good.
They don't.
And can you talk me through your favourite memories at Mac? Do you have a few? I know, speaking of the Olympics today, the opening ceremony, I remember those Japanese kids who came to our school and we had a blast with them. Do you remember
Oh yeah, I can remember a
that?
few memories.
Yeah, talk us through that.
Well, I don't really remember anything that happened back then.
Oh, yeah.
All I remember was them there, but I can remember once I was going into class. I don't know which class I was going into, but
Yeah.
when they were leaving, some of the African kids started dancing with them, like showing the moves.
Oh, yeah, that was hilarious. That was on the soccer pitch, everyone was doing
Yeah,
that back there, and we like had a massive picture. I think I've still got that on my Instagram, like stories,
uh,
archived. So yeah, that's hilarious. I remember all that.
yeah,
Um, and in terms of mates, do you still talk to a few mates from Mac, like Jasu and all that, every now
yeah.
and
I
then?
have just a number.
That's good. Anyone else?
Not really.
Not really. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, yeah. Sometimes.
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember him. He moved as well, but no, it's
Yeah,
good, and hopefully a few more Mac people can reach out after this podcast and just enjoy the episode with you. No, it's good, like
yeah,
chatting again.
yeah.
And do you want to like? I know you've spoken about this before at school, openly many times, but you've got meningitis, which is like a inflammation of the brain and spinal cord membrane. So, like, tell me, how did that come about, and what's that like? How does that all work?
So you want to tell you from the beginning?
Yeah, go for it, Aiden.
So I was playing at my uh, auntie's house until this was 3 years old.
Yeah.
But I was scared to even play outside with the kids because they were playing so rough.
Mhm.
So I went inside, said, "Oh, mom, I don't want to play outside with them because they're too dangerous." And my mom said, "All right, you can stay with me."
Mhm.
Some lady was like, "Your son is this young, and he cares about himself. That's so amazing. I've never seen a child like that."
Mhm.
And in my religion, we believe the evil eye. You know what that is?
No, do you want to explain more?
Or it's like a jinx. Like say, if you have to say "mashallah" to someone, which means God bless you, I think.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've heard that many times. Yeah.
I don't know what "mashallah" means, but you should say it as in the evil eye won't happen.
Yeah.
But then, then I went home. A few hours later, I started having a fever, and
Mhm.
then we went to the doctors. The doctors could not tell anything. We went to another doctor. The doctors didn't know what happened.
Mhm.
And then we went to a doctor finally, and he said, "Your son has meningitis."
Mhm.
And then I fell in a coma for 2 weeks, I think,
Wow. Yeah. It's
and had
crazy,
a
man.
seizure. Had a seizure or seizures, I can't remember.
Yeah.
But and then my mom confronted the lady saying, "Oh, why didn't you say this to my son earlier?" She's like, "I didn't know this could happen."
Mm.
Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why I have the limb today.
Yeah. No, that's heartbreaking but
And
amazing story, mate. And you continue.
the saddest thing was
Yeah.
a lot of people at my primary school, they used to disrespect me, saying, "Oh, you alien walker, blah blah blah, this."
Yeah,
Shit.
no, that's tough. Couldn't imagine what you've been through, mate. Cause like bullying people who, like suffer from meningitis or like encounter those stuff that like they have no control over is just like not good. And younger kids need to get educated to treat others how they want to be treated and treat everyone equally. Because like I've seen other people in similar situations, Aiden, like get bullied because of that, and that's not really good. So we just need to educate people on that. Um,
Yeah.
and how are you dealing with it now? After about
Oh,
like 12 years having it more.
well, I'm trying to fix up my leg because in the future it might affect me.
Yeah,
But my dad said by 20, when I turn 20, I'm
hmm,
gonna heal completely.
yeah.
And the tube I have you seen the tube?
I think so. Yeah, I think you've showed me a few times. Back at Mac.
Yeah, that has to be with me for life.
Yeah, is that to like prevent inflammation and all that in the like spinal cords?
Yeah, I think so. It drains out the fluid.
Yeah. No, it's really good, mate. Just continue doing what you're doing, Aiden, because obviously you're like managing it as well as you can, and that's all we can ask for, mate. Keep doing the good work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's move on to a lighter note now. So I know you love your quotes. Just like me, Aiden, like we love our quotes, which is good. It motivates
Yeah.
us to do well. So do you want to give us a quote? Because the quote of a podcast is push yourself because no one else is going to do it for you.
Yeah. I have a few quotes that
Go for it.
I've seen, but one that I really like that I found a few days ago on Instagram, it says,
Hmm.
"Don't burn yourself trying to make others warm."
Yeah. Do you want to explain how that like relates to you?
Yes, like don't let someone try to force you to do stuff
Hmm.
just to make them feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Like you should live your life like you want to.
Yeah, that's amazing, mate. Because like you can't just follow people doing their
Yeah,
stuff when like if you want to do something else and you're not enjoying what you're doing right now, like you should completely change it. Because at the end of the day, you got to do what like you got to do like for yourself and your needs.
yeah,
Yeah, that's a brilliant quote. Do you have any other special ones?
yeah. Yes.
Go for it.
One thing I found out is that it's a quote that really stuck to my mind. It
Mm-hmm.
says, "Being the nice guy or the nice person does not get you does not make you loved. It makes you used."
Mm.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess too nice sometimes, and I get used all the time. So it's
Yeah,
relatable in terms of homework. It happens all the time.
yeah.
And give us one more, mate. Triple threat. Give us one more quote.
Oh, maybe there's probably a quote that says, uh, "What about seek respect, not attention? It lasts
Ooh,
longer."
ooh, ooh. That is amazing, Aiden. Love that. So, like in
Yeah,
terms of like seeking respect, doing everything with the utmost integrity, and then
yeah,
you'll get it back pretty much. So, um, three
yeah.
amazing quotes, and mate, just keep grinding with the quotes and motivating yourself with them because I do it all the
Yeah.
time. And yeah, it's a really good thing. So let's move on to traveling now, Aiden. So I know you've been to
Yeah.
Dubai, Somalia, Malaysia. The list goes on. So what was that like traveling overseas, and what are some places you visited that you remember fondly?
In Dubai, I actually went to the mall, and
Yeah.
there were like this huge figures of like Batman, Superman, and it was like
Yeah, it's cool as.
over in Dubai, the
Yeah.
water actually dances.
Oh, like moves and all that in like crazy
Yeah, like
formations.
yeah.
What about
And
the
I
Burj
got
Khalifa? Were you
yeah, I
around
could
that
see
area?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
How
seen that.
tall is that? Way bigger than Eureka Sky Deck?
Yeah, it's really cool. Like it's so tall, really.
Yeah, I'd love to go up to the top, but I'd probably faint if I was up to the top.
Yeah,
Oh,
as
yeah.
this a lady actually fell from there.
Really, oh, I couldn't imagine that. That's just really unfortunate, I guess. But what about Malaysia? Talk us through that.
Malaysia, I went. Malaysia, I went to a place called Shah Alam.
Ooh,
Have you heard of it?
I think so, but do you want to explain further?
It's like you can go to like water parks, and
Ooh,
there's like a movie area
yeah.
where you can actually feel what it's like to be in the movie. You put 3D Google glasses on,
Yeah,
and then the it's like let's say there's a splash of water on the screen, water
you
comes
can
towards you, a
feel it,
splash
yeah.
of water.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it came out of the movie.
Oh, I've never tried that. I have to try that maybe if I'm ever in Malaysia or like some other country that does it. But would you say that's similar to like I know the Gold Coast Dream World, Movie World, and the stuff they do
Yeah.
there? Do you reckon that's
Uh,
similar?
Gold Coast is
Yeah.
much better than Shah Alam,
Oh, because you've
especially
been to
me.
Gold Coast as well, haven't you?
Yeah,
What is that
the
like, mate?
the, the scary. I have lots of stories to tell you,
Yeah, go for it.
but the scariest ride and the best ride is the Superman one in Movie World. Have you been on it?
No, I haven't been to the Gold Coast. Maybe once I finish year 12, I'll go there with a few mates. But yeah, I'll check that out for sure.
Yeah, but as soon as you stop,
Hmm.
Superman, like a speaker comes up saying, "Guys, this tunnel's about to crush you guys. I'm gonna push you out real fast," and the whole thing goes like 80 miles an hour.
Oh, that's crazy, mate. Does it like go particularly high or just really quick?
Or firstly, it goes straight,
Yeah.
really fast, like 80 to 90 miles kilometers an hour, and then it just goes straight up.
Yeah, I don't trust myself going on those rides. Never tried, but yeah, might as well try once I finish year 12, maybe as a reward aid, and we'll see how we go. But
Yeah,
yeah, you definitely recommend Gold Coast, so I have to go there, and I want to
yeah,
go there, so yeah, definitely a
you
holiday
should.
destination, yeah. And talk us through Somalia, because obviously you're from there. Similar to my country, East Timor, like in terms of like the wars and stuff happening there, but obviously being there, what's that like? Because it was a reality check for me when I went to East Timor when I was about 5 or 6.
Yeah. But Somalia is actually a really good country.
Yeah,
Like a lot of people might see it as a war zone, but it's actually not.
it's also
It's
good. Yeah, I get what you mean. Like the aspects.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's not bad or good. It's okay, but
does it depend where
safety
you
for
are?
yeah,
Yeah. So
because if you go to like places in Bosaso, you'll
where's
get
that?
scared. You'll get, it's in like Somalia.
Like the west, the south, like whereabouts down there?
I have no
Not
idea.
sure. Not sure. Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. And what about the capital
In
city, like in Somalia?
Mogadishu, I've never
Yeah,
been there.
never been there. Is that like where all the wars and stuff happen, or do you know? Like,
Eh, I'm pretty sure, yeah.
yeah, it's a shame because it's like the main place. That's what capital cities are for. So, um,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, when did you go? When you were a bit younger? Like how old?
Yeah, 2016,
2016.
but 5 years ago.
Yeah. No, so oh yeah, no, we have to talk about this. I don't think we talked about this to the other Somali guests I've had on, but talk us through a food aid and beautiful Somali food I've tried. I remember one time I embarrassed myself having like anjera without the dip or whatever. It was pretty embarrassing, but yeah, talk us through the good food aid.
Uh, well, the best food I like is malawa.
What is
It's
that?
like the thin pancakes.
Thin pancake. I might have tried that during one of the festivals, but yeah, I envisage to try that in the next few years. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Um, are there any other ones? Do you recommend?
Oscar, which is like a seed that you cook and then it becomes soft and you can eat it.
Oh, wow. Is it sweet, savory? Like, what does it taste like?
It's kind of sour, but if you put sugar on it, then it'll get sweeter.
Yeah.
It'll get sweet.
And just quickly, Aiden, can you talk us through banana and rice? Because I know that's a specialty for Somalis. Some people have never tried that. I've tried it a few times, and yeah, it's good, good mixture. What's that like?
Yeah. Oh, it's really good. I like the taste of it. We also put sultanas in it.
Oh, yeah. Never tried that, but yeah, that
Mm.
I can just
Imagine
imagine the
having
taste.
imagine having rice, like yellow rice, banana, sultana, and your favorite sauce, and your favorite drink, and
What is
watching
your
a
favorite
good
drink?
movie. Sorry,
What is your favorite drink?
uh, mango juice.
Oh, mango juice. Yeah, I don't mind a bit of mango juice every now and then. No, that's good.
Because I don't really drink soda.
Yeah, neither do I. I don't have it too much nowadays.
Mm.
It's tough because
Because
yeah.
because when,
Yeah,
sorry,
you go. So sorry, my bad. I cut you off there.
but Dwayne Johnson
The
hasn't
Rock.
once ate candy in 2016, and he hasn't eaten candy since 1989.
You're
And the
kidding me.
first time, I'm being serious,
Oh my
and the
god.
first time in the century, in the
Yeah.
20th century was 2016, he ate candy.
It's like a 27-year gap, mate. That's
Yeah,
incredible.
I'm trying to do the same with all the
Candy.
sweets and lollies and
Bloody
soda.
hell, Aiden. How long have you lasted?
A few weeks.
Few weeks. Oh, keep it up, mate.
Yeah,
Because you know there's
yeah,
52 weeks in a year, so 50 more to go. Then that's a year, and then you just get used to it. It's
yeah,
like a habit. So,
yeah.
um, that's really
Because
good. Yeah.
I heard as an airline pilot, because an airline pilot once said,
Mhm.
when people start turning 40, they're
Yeah.
going to go into two different directions. The
Mhm.
people that don't look after themselves and the people that will look after themselves.
Mhm.
So one direction, the people who look after themselves will eat healthy, go on exercises,
Yeah.
and people who don't will just eat food, eat junk food, and not exercise as much.
Yeah, that's completely right. In my opinion, it starts like at an age, what you're saying, like our age as well. Because if you develop like really shitty bad habits at a young age, it's not gonna go well when you're like living by yourself and all that. So it's always good to
100%.
yeah, for sure,
And
develop habits. Yeah.
100%. In our bodies, since we're young people,
Yeah.
our body has enough time to digest the food.
Mm. Like
Yeah,
once you get older, you can put on weight like it's nothing. So like, let's say if
yeah,
I go out eating junk food the whole week, I'll probably still be the same. But if I do that in 10 years' time, I'll probably gain a
yeah,
few kilos. So it's just about
yeah,
looking after yourself, so you get that extra 10 years or something. That's could
yeah.
play a huge role in society. So 100%, mate.
100%.
And let's move on to some funny stories now, Aiden. I know you love a few funny stories. You've got a few, either from school, that you remember. Do you want to talk us through a few of
Oh,
them?
well, I remember when I used to torture the boys in school. Remember how I used to squeeze their biceps and I used
Oh,
to
I know
squeeze your
you did that
biceps?
to me all the time, mate. Oh my god. Oh, yeah, that was hilarious.
And I remember a few months ago,
Mhm.
this happened to me twice. But
Yeah,
when I bought stuff from like the grocery, like Coles and Woolies,
yeah,
I forgot my change in like the area.
yeah.
I walked off. The security guy ran after me. I heard footsteps and I heard like keys swinging, and I'm like, oh hell no, I'm not ready to be tackled. Hell to the no.
And he ended up giving the change back, didn't he?
Yeah, and I'm like,
Yeah.
thank God.
Oh,
And,
that's yeah, hilarious. Yeah, keep
and
going. Yeah.
one, it happened to me again, but
Yeah.
this time it was in Woolies in Newmarket, where I forgot my change again,
Mhm.
and then the lady was like, "Hey." As soon as I heard her say "Hey," my heart dropped. I thought I committed a crime or something.
Oh, yeah.
I turned around and said, "What's up? What's up?" And she's like, "You forgot your change."
Oh no, that's brilliant, brilliant. Speaking of change, mate, do you still like? Because I know a fair few of us use like cards and all that now. So how does that go for you? I should ask more guests that. So do you use cash or card more, in your opinion, right now?
I have my card now.
Yeah. So we all have cards now, yeah. But sometimes it's good to use
Yeah,
cash.
yeah, because I'm looking for a job,
Mhm.
and a job I heard about was anti-racism. Like I'm helping in volunteering. I'm gonna do fundraisers,
Oh, that's really
and
good, mate. Good
and
advocacy.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
talk in events. Like it's not a volunteering; it's a job.
Oh, so like it'd
I,
be
I get
a
paid.
job in that sector. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I get paid.
Yeah. Oh, that's
So
really good,
hopefully
mate.
I get it.
Yeah, just keep doing what you're doing, and you'll 100% get the job for sure.
Mm,
Those two stories were amazing, and we'll share it on the podcast for sure. Next
yeah.
week or in the next few weeks. Uh, so quick hands now, Aiden. I know I don't think you eat pineapple on pizza, but would you say yes or no for like the sweet and savory for pineapple on pizza?
Sweet and savory, like
Like
sweet
yes or no
pineapple.
for like pineapple on pizza?
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
it. Yes,
Alright, good stuff. English or maths?
English.
English, yeah. I used to love maths when I was in primary school, but now I love English as well. So, just like me, mate.
Yeah.
What's your favorite subject?
Oh, PE. I
PE.
like to be
Let's go. Same here, mate. Let's go.
yeah. I like to be active.
That's really good, especially during lockdown. Have you been going on a few walks and stuff around the block?
No,
No.
uh,
Yeah. Maybe do a few workouts or something at home, like those stuff your mate Vasul
bells.
used to do. Yeah, yeah, like stuff like that. So just keep
Yeah.
yourself fit, which is good. So I'm sure you
Yeah.
do that anyway. What's your favorite place to visit in Melbourne, Aiden?
Favorite place to visit?
Mm-hmm.
Probably the High Point.
High Point. Oh, I love that, mate. For those that don't know where High Point is, it's in
It,
Maribyrnong. It's a shopping centre, beautiful place. Yeah.
mm,
But don't go there
mm,
right now. Too many COVID cases down there, so be safe, guys.
yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
are you a morning or night person, Aiden?
I like to be a morning person. This
That's really
morning,
good. Yeah.
this morning I woke up at 5 a.m.
Oh wow.
I only
I
took like
could not do that. Yeah.
I only took like a 2 or 3 hours sleep.
Oh wow. Make sure you look after your body as well, though. I know you love your early mornings, but also sleep's important.
Uh,
Yeah. No, that's really good what you're doing waking up at 5 a.m. Do you do that often or how does that work?
nah.
Nah, not
Yesterday,
often.
yesterday I woke up at 12 in the afternoon, and
Oh,
I
so
missed
it's a
my Zoom
mix.
class. Yeah, I
Oh,
missed my Zoom class.
yeah. Maybe set an alarm because I never sleep through my alarms. I'm that type of person. Just never
Yeah, but
happens. Yeah.
but alarms actually shock your body.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, I heard from a pilot.
Shit.
He
The thing
said,
about me though is like I'll wake up before the alarm, like let's say 5 minutes before, then I hear the alarm go. I'm like, oh, do I have to get out of bed? But I just get out of bed. Um, no, that's really good, and I want to try and wake up at 5 a.m. every day. Like um, not what you do, but like you do it a few times more than me. So I want to wake up at
rarely.
5 a.m. and yeah, but that's more rarely than me, mate. Like you know what I mean? Like you
Yeah,
do it more than me, so that's what I want to
but
try
at
and do.
least get at least minimum of 6 hours of sleep.
100%, especially because we've got school, we've got so many other things going on as teenagers, and our bodies are still developing. So, get your
Yeah,
sleep, but also wake up early to get things done.
yeah.
Yeah, mate. And let's do a motivation thing here. So, do you have any famous role models that like motivate you?
Sorry.
Do you have any like famous role models that motivate you, like Rock Johnson or those types of people?
Yes, I have a pilot, of course.
Yeah,
His
got you.
name is Captain Joe.
Hmm.
He puts like a lot of motivational quotes on his Instagram.
Might have to check him out. Yeah,
Yeah, I'll send you his Instagram.
yeah. We'll link it in the show notes about like his quotes and all that for sure. Aiden.
Uh,
And what's next for you in like 2021 and the years beyond? Like, what are your top three goals? Let's say at the moment, like a few short ones and a few long term ones.
I don't have any goals in the future.
Don't have any goals. Okay, first thing I've heard about that. Are you sure you don't have any goals? Come on, mate. Being a pilot's surely a goal. That's a goal, mate.
Yeah, but that's in the long term.
Yeah. Oh, what about end
I
of 2021? Do you want to finish the schooling year on a high? Like, not miss out any
yeah,
classes, stuff like that.
yeah, not try to not miss out on classes because I'm not in year 11.
Yeah. Was there a reason why? Or like just lockdown and all that?
But because they said I was born early.
Oh right, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah.
because you would have like finished school earlier than most people, so you'd be finishing school at the same age as me now, pretty much. So that
Oh, no,
makes
you
sense.
finished 1 year before me.
Yeah, but in terms of like aging, you know what I mean? Because you started school early. Like now you're back on like similar age bracket to like normal. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry, I confused you there, but that's really good in terms of not stressing over too many goals, but like I helped you. I don't know.
yeah.
I guess chuck in a few goals, which is good. So, do you want to add anything else before we wrap it up, Aiden? Do you have anything to say to the viewers?
Just look after yourself.
Look
And
after yourself.
it,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Because it's really important to look after yourself and your family members, especially during lockdown, these tough times, and then once we're back, we can start having fun with mates and just
yeah.
being active again. So, Aiden, mate, 2 years, long
And,
time no see, but pleasure catching
yeah,
up on Zoom. I hope we can meet
or,
soon. Do you want to add something
yeah.
else?
Yes, you know how like a lot of people they decide to go to when they finish school they're gonna go to university.
Yeah,
I'm not going to uni.
yeah. What are you doing?
I'm gonna go flight school straight away
Oh, beautiful, mate. That's what we love to hear, mate.
because being a pilot you don't need to go to you don't need a university degree.
Yeah, exactly. And it's good you said that now because, especially nowadays, like stereotypical parents would be, go to uni, get a degree, get a good job,
Yeah,
like lawyer, doctor. Or it's not about that anymore. There's so many other
yeah,
opportunities, like being a
yeah.
pilot, for example. What I want to get into, like media, journalism, all that. So what you said is
And
100% true, and literally just straight after you finish out and go straight to pilot school, right? Do all that.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I want to tell you a few things and ask you one question.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, I forgot about the questions. I stopped doing that, but go for it.
But you know how, let's say I don't be an airline pilot,
Mm-hmm.
my next goal is to actually get a helicopter license, fly
Oh,
helicopters.
so like 2 licenses, yeah.
If I don't become a airline pilot,
Yeah. No, you got this, mate. Just keep up the great
or
work, and you've got it. Yeah.
I heard
Mm-hmm.
that maybe I heard that I should be a detective because I ask a lot of questions to people. Have you realized?
Yeah, yeah. Like back at Mac, he used to ask like all these wonderful questions. Maybe you should start your own podcast, Aiden. Have you ever thought of that? Because I
Mm,
could help you set it up and all that, and you could interview your own guests. Maybe I don't know.
yeah,
Yeah, and it could just like be trying to get guests on who do like the piloting stuff and all that, not just me who gets out like everyone everywhere anywhere.
yeah.
Yeah. And did you have a question to ask as well?
Well, I was gonna ask you, like, let's say you interview a lot of your friends.
Yeah.
What's your next step? Which people are you gonna interview next?
Love that question, mate. Oh, it's so hard with school and all that, but like my goal is to, for the until December, like upload every week, which I've literally
Mm,
struggled the past few months. But I want to get guests on who, like, aren't just my mates. Continue getting on. They don't have to be famous, but people around the community doing good stuff, like helping out. Like I know the Huddle. I've had a few people from there. Western Bulldogs Community Foundation. Because they have
Emma
good
Carney,
messages. Yeah, Emma
you had
Carney. I know you love
And
that
Mr.
episode, mate.
Keeley.
Yeah, Mr. Keeley, who does stuff with the Resilience Project. You should practice gratitude, empathy, mindfulness. It's really good stuff. I do that every day. Makes you become like more grateful of the opportunities you have and what you have, and not just think about what's next and what you don't have. So it's really good.
Yeah.
Was there any other questions you had, mate? No?
Maybe you should ask your Sue. She should come onto the podcast.
Yeah, maybe. I haven't spoken to him in a while, but Um, I have to catch up with him and see how he goes. And yeah, I might have to get him on. But anyway, Aiden, let's wrap it up now. So obviously we haven't met in 2 years. It's been a pleasure like chatting.
Thank you.
It'll be good
Good
to see
having
what you're
me.
doing in the next few years. You're a legend. Let's catch up
Yeah.
sometime. And best wishes
Thank
for your
you.
piloting career, mate. Catch you
Thank
later.
you.